What's up guys, Magic Navs here, and in today's Airsoft review video, I'm super excited to bring to you, this is a dream of mine to include as part of my Airsoft collection. This is the Aerodynamics RPG-7. Holy crap, this thing is freaking amazing. Probably not the most practical thing to be carrying with you on the Airsoft battlefield, but hey, a really cool collection piece nonetheless, and it is functional, which I will explain how it works in just a moment. So first and foremost, this thing is pretty heavy. I think this is going right at around like 10 pounds, like 10 to 11 pounds. Like, this thing is steel. It's got real steel and real wood furniture, let me add. This is all real wood furniture. The grips are real wood furniture. This thing is crazy. It's amazing. I cannot imagine like just how good the detailing is on this. So when you get this, this was, by the way, I got this on Airsoft Megastore. When you get this, you will have to assemble it yourself. It's not too hard, provided you follow the directions and all the screw placements and whatnot. So otherwise it's not too big a deal. Once you've done so though, this is what you get. Alright, now as you see, it has a plastic dummy warhead. The warhead itself does not actually fire, okay, but it definitely completes the look for sure. Okay, there's two ways that you can actually fire this. The first way is actually you can remove the entire warhead off and insert any 40 millimeter grenade shell into the tube of this itself. There's a little lock here that will lock the shell into place, and after you fired it, you just release the lock and then the shell will fall out. Or the way that I prefer it just a little bit more to make it more realistic, or just looks more the part, is there will normally be a little tip that blocks the hole here at the front, but you can also twist this front part of the warhead off, and this is where you can put the shell in. So I'm using, I managed to get two of these Airsoft Innovations Master Mic grenades. It would have been nice, I honestly would have preferred it if I could get the 40 mic, but due to my field not allowing 40 mics anymore, mainly due to a lot of fields not allowing anymore because of people abusing the 40 mic, honestly I felt the 40 mic would have made this a lot more practical, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So I got two of these master mics, which is very fortunate because, as you know, with Airsoft Innovations going out of business, it's not easy to get one of these. So if you can get them while you still can, great, but otherwise you'll just be stuck with your standard grenade shell. First you'll be gassing it right here, okay, and then you'll be loading your BBs at the front here as well, okay. Afterwards, you'll load your grenade shell into the head of the warhead, and then you'll actually see here, if I show you the front, there is a little pin here that pokes out. That is the firing pin that sets off the grenade shell. Okay, so once you've inserted the shell in, just pretend that I've kept the shell in there. You just twist it back onto the head with the rest of the warhead, and you're ready to go. Okay. Now there is a safety on this rocket launcher, which is this little pin right here. Okay. When it is pushed to the left, and when it's protruding out on the left, the safety is off. Okay, so it allows me to fire the gun. When the safety is pushed in and it's poking out the right, safety is on. Okay, so obviously when you're not firing this, it's a good idea to keep this in safe mode when you have a shell loaded inside the rocket launcher, obviously. Okay, so that's that. when you get this, there will be iron sights that you can use, although they're not really the best. The rear sight is actually right here, so obviously because I didn't want to just shoot this with iron sights, I wanted to add a sight to this. Now the real RPG-7 sight is a PGO-7 sight, which it's pretty hard to get, so I wasn't able to find any airsoft retailer or any like gun retailer that sell that, so I had to improvise and find the closest thing to that. And what's nice actually too though is about this about the RPG-7 is it does take a standard 8K side rail mount. So I was able to get a side rail mount from Amazon, and I got this AIM M2 red dot sight. So it's the closest thing I could get to replicating a PGO-7 sight, or at least as what I would feel would make the RPG-7 look very complete. Just because obviously you're not going to get a crazy amount of range with this. Maybe with, I mean, at least with the master mic or the 40 mic, maybe you'll get about 50 to 100 feet. If provided you are arcing your shots a little bit, because obviously there's no hop up that you would be able to utilize with this. But yeah, like with this, I'm able to just have a red dot sight. Now granted, because the sight is off to the left side of the rocket launcher, you will have to adjust the sight so that it is as closely aligned with the actual barrel itself. So that is one thing you'll have to take into consideration. Yeah, so that's, other than that, like, you're gonna get a nice widespread with the master mic or grenade shot anyway, so it's not gonna be a huge deal, but something to keep in mind either way. The reason why I do prefer using the head of this by firing it this way as well, instead of having the whole warhead off, is because at least I feel that with this narrow passageway, even with the master mic, I mean, you'll still get a very big spread, but with this, I would like to hope that this kind of shrinks or narrows the spread a little bit, so that at least I can still get a nice tight grouping with the BB shower. Still, it's a pretty big spread, but at least I can try to get some of them as tightly as possible together when I'm firing it with the master mic grenade. I like the concept of the master mic, that it is a wider spread and it's not as painful, although I kind of wish it was a little bit tighter, not as tight as the 40 mic, but at least like not as wide as it is with this currently. So nothing you can do about it, because Airsoft Innovations is pretty much bankrupt now anyways, but it is what it is, right? I will highly suggest, if you do plan on running and gunning with this on your back, to get a proper sling. Okay, there are some sling attachments to this, which is very much necessary. So there's a sling attachment here and a sling attachment right here. Okay, what I find kind of convenient is that if you are using the warhead itself and shooting this, if you need to reload, you can remove the head like this, and then you can place the head into the back end right here, where the gas would normally come out, and this would make it easier for you to reload and stuff, because this thing, trust me, it's pretty heavy. This would definitely free up your hands and such, so you can reload your next shell into the warhead itself. Okay, I will be doing a little video on how to reload this thing in the most efficient way possible, at least that in a way that I found was most efficient. So yeah, I'll bring that out. I'll bring that to you guys hopefully in the near future. But you'd be very brave to be running and gunning with this, because like I said, this thing is pretty heavy, and I mean, it would be good if you're having to take out a a fortress of enemies and stuff like that. And obviously for some, if you're really trying to fulfill that militia or terrorist loadout or Russian loadout, if you will, whatever it might be, I think this is pretty awesome. Definitely though, a really nice collection piece, and the fact that it functions too is a nice bonus. I have some footage of me shooting this at the airsoft range. I don't have the sight installed with me at the time because I did this footage before I got the sight, but it still gives you an idea of what the shooting is like, as well as the spread with the Airsoft Innovations Mastermind grenade. So check that out. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. So with that said, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this review of the Aerodynamics RPG-7. This thing, again, is freaking amazing. Definitely one of the coolest collections in my Airsoft collection now. Definitely one of the coolest pieces in my Airsoft collection right now. I'm super happy I was able to get my hands on this. I mean, again, I don't know at this point. At first I thought, oh, this would be really funny to be running around with this at Siege and, you know, using it maybe. But now that I think about it, it's like 1 in 100 chance that I'll actually be brave enough to actually take this out in the field. We'll see. Maybe as like a challenge video one day, if you guys want to see something like that in the future. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll definitely be getting a lot of head turns with this for sure. But hey, it might be fun. It might be an interesting challenge. So who knows? So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And if you have questions, leave them down in the comments below as well. But thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys in my future videos. And until next time, peace out, guys.